I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break all the chains holding me.
Hello, my name is Otto Santana, and I'm a professor at UCLA. With Professors Judith Baca and Francis Steen, we offer this trailer as part of our proposal for America Media Masters Production Grant, and as a new model to map all cultural memories that are linked to a particular landscape and moment in time. We propose to use the technology of Google Earth to provide a three-dimensional virtual geospatial landscape of a Los Angeles site, to reenact the memories of a recent socially significant event as a public installation. On May Day 2007, 7,000 people marched peacefully to MacArthur Park to call for immigrant rights. This event became politically fraught and historically significant when 450 Los Angeles police officers violently dispersed the assembly in 24 bloody minutes. The American public makes sense of most real-world events with a single point of view, employing a single narrative that uses visual and spoken imagery of a single discourse. Consider, for example, how the public commonly understands 9/11 or the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. If the public does not hold a single discourse of the social event, then it becomes a point of contention. Rival parties exert tremendous energies to bring the public around to its point of view. Consider, for example, the American public's understanding of the 2008 Gaza war, or its understanding of the very recent events in Honduras. But real life does not conform to this model of storytelling, no matter how compelling. Real life is lived and best understood from multiple, often contradictory perspectives. So, we propose to reenact the memories and significance of the May Day rally in MacArthur Park in a manner more in keeping with the way it was lived. The major discourse and major way that the public understands the event has come to us by mass media news. Commercial news media overwhelmingly represented the actions of the police within a so-called riot suppression frame. In this frame, journalists blamed the marchers for provoking peace officers. And the principal victims were not families with children in strollers, but the professional journalists caught in the line of fire. Strikingly, the LAPD contradicted the media framing. The police publicly used a frame called the police misconduct frame, which is at odds with the framing of the news media. Still, these two framings, these two discourse streams, do not tell the whole story. Thus, we propose to build a computer-based reenactment of this day's events. This interactive, multi-perspectival installation will offer a forum to consider the views of all the people who had a significant role in this event. It is designed so that viewers will consider multiple discourses that inform a deeper understanding of the event. These visual and verbal discourses are the discourse of the journalists, the discourse of politically engaged community members, the police discourse, and the discourse of humanist scholars, of American history, of social movement theory, and of mass media's role as the fourth estate of the U.S. democracy. The technology of Google Earth will be utilized to reenact the MacArthur Park experience as a public installation, drawing on television news stories, thousands of hours of personal video captured by cameras of many participants, as well as police video. We will select, cut, and label clips of the event across time by different participants with different points of view. Then we will geotag each snippet, which is to say the camera angle and direction, the longitude and latitude, the tilt of the camera will be rendered so that each camera shot mirrors the background 3D of it's a long sentence. Then we will geotag the snippets, so the correct vectors of latitude and longitude, height, as well as camera tilt and directionality of the camera will be mirrored so that it closely lines up to the 3D MacArthur Park background on which it is placed. By composing dozens of strings of these clips, we will reenact the views of all the actors in this real-world drama. The baseline tours and sequence will be carefully worked out to avoid bias, since the point of the work is to render multiple perspectives. Once the basic facts of the day are laid out and presented to the viewer can choose from any number of different tours to elaborate the aspect of the social event that he or she wishes to look at. These tours will include, for example, the trajectory of marchers as they walk along the street to the rally, or the marchers from the helicopters of the television news people, or the police cameras in helicopters. The action of the police will be presented by clips taken from hundreds of personal as well as professional cameras. The actions and the statements of the organizers will be gathered and strung together as they react to the events on the ground. And the actions of so-called anarchists, or of the paleta and candy vendors caught in the violence, and of the journalists themselves can also be tracked. This project will be interactive and cumulative, so viewers of the installation can, if they choose, add their own video, add their own testimony, and add their understanding to the event as it impacted them. Thus we offer a crucial event in recent American life, not with a single narrative frame, but an inclusive, multi-perspectival rendering, much more in keeping with the way it was lived.
When did you come to America the free? Who are your ancestors? What is your creed? Who is the Father and the Son and the we? Where is the spirit that sought liberty? When did you come?